Now, the last topic in the segment is regarding roles of NGOs in consumer protection, students. So here roles can be easily memorized as PET, LIC, P, cuts. Just remember it as this. There are not that many roles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 roles have been talked about. Just 8 in number. Cuts is one society representing the Consumer Unity and Trust Society, which we'll talk about it later. So you can remember like this कि अपना लो LIC के premium cuts को. PET LIC premium cuts. PET PET. This one word, then LIC and P cuts. तो यहाँ पर हम देखते हैं कि कैसे आएगा ये. पेट के लिए है PET. सो सबसे पहले आपको देखना है पब्लिशिंग्स. P represents publishings from time to time by different NGOs to make the consumer segment aware of their rights and duties and reliefs. Then E also denotes the educating the general public regarding the rights through various training work and workshops. And T denotes carrying out various laboratory tests in order to ensure that the qualities of the consumer products are up to the mark, and tentative tests might be conducted for this purpose, and the results can be published in order to make the entire segment of consumers benefited from this reports. So it is PET PET. Then we have LIC. So L denotes, students, here L is the legal measures, legal assistance by the NGOs that can help consumers as providing them with some legal advice or legal help or remedies in case they are being cheated and to show them a correct way. Then I also represents that to take necessary initiatives in order to make the interest of the consumers represented in proper consumer courts. So this is L, this is I. And C is also filing complaints on behalf of the consumers in appropriate courts so as to set an example or to show them the right way that how the things must go. So PET, LIC, P cuts. So again P, again one P represents the strong protests by such authorities, the organizations, the non-governmental organizations that can take action against scrupulous and unfair trade practices which are aimed at exploiting the consumer segment. Then cuts, as I told you, it's one word only. Cuts you can remember like this. Cuts represents Consumer Unity and Trust Society. It's located in Jaipur and it is an example of this NGO which is working actively for the consumer protection. So that's it from this chapter, students. There are several topics, but they are very small in number. You can easily go through them once through this video, and then you will be able to attempt all the questions as given in the sample question paper 24-25. So now let us quickly have a look on those sample paper questions that have come from this topic. So the first question says, as I told you, there are 1 markers only from this topic, from this chapter, and around 4 1 markers are there so as to frame this chapter's weightage to 4 marks out of 15 from this unit. So this question, student, says to identify the responsibility of a consumer when he looks for the quality marks. Then which responsibility of the consumer is fulfilled by him or her when he is checking for the quality marks. So the consumer has the right and the duty to buy only standardized products, and due to buying only standardized products, he must be assured of the quality. So he is checking the quality marks. So this is the proper answer for this. Another question, this is for visually impaired candidates. There is a picture given for FPO mark, and while purchasing a bottle of jam or hallmark while purchasing jewelry. So which consumer responsibility has been kept in mind? Again, it is buying only standardized products, because once the consumer checks for the standardized marks, then definitely he is exercising his responsibility of buying the standardized goods. Next question, students. The question says that State Commission has the jurisdiction to entertain complaints where value of goods and services as consideration is how much. We have already discussed that in the state level, the amount can be more than 1 crore, but it necessarily have to be lesser than 10 crore rupees, not more than 10 crores. So up to 10 crores it can be handled in this state commission, and any amount exceeding rupees 10 crore should be taken to the National Commission. Next in line is another 1 marker, students. This is identifying the incorrect statement with respect to the consumer protection in India, whichever is incorrect. It only includes education, not only includes in educating customers about their rights and responsibilities, but also the grievances redressed. Yes, this is true. It is not only requires a judicial machinery for protecting the interest of the consumers, but also requires consumers to get together, yes, in the form of associations and into consumer associations for protection and promotion of their interests. This is also correct. It is a moral duty of any business to take care of consumers' interest. Yes, no doubt, because it is taking the resources and using the resources of the society. The provisions of the Consumer Protection Act came into force in 1981. This is clearly wrong, students. This original act was in 1986, as I told you, and now it has been repealed by another act in 2019. So these are the latest data and yardsticks. So you need to remember all these small points in order to crack the question. Probably the last question from this chapter. Consumers can ask anything regarding the date of manufacturing, MRP, etc. about the product he intends to buy. Yes, so we have read about one of the consumer protection rights. Which consumer right is this? We talked about the 6 consumer protection rights as HAIRSE. This was right to be heard, right to be assured, right to be informed, right to seek redressal, right to safety, and right to consumer education. So whenever the consumer go and ask for any information relating to the product he intends to buy, he is definitely exercising his right to get informed and duly known about all the facts and figures relating to the product. So I think the cases are very clear to you. The questions are straightforward from the question paper. And they are this chapter is also very important as far as various topics are concerned. So I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you.